holding back insecurity, taking you 2 steps forward, 1 step back from you. I'm afraid if I try to reach too soon that you might back away. How can I try to hide a feeling that's so wonderful? How do I tell you that you're the fire burning in my soul? 'Cause when you look in my eyes, I'm a rabbit in the headlights. And when you're touching my skin, I'm a river in the moonlight. It's got to be the right time, the right place, the right kind of moment. It's got to be the right kind of feeling and deeper emotion.
Right. Okay, this stream, we're gonna make a cooling tower. Change the scene here and capture the correct Blender window. Be this one, I think. So this is the geometry nose wall that I made yesterday that adapts to the terrain. Move that to the side. I figured we could make all of the custom stuff in the same scene and then move it across to the main map. Keep this little test terrain there. Right, so I have this PureRef file prepared where I've written down the height and the diameter of the in-game cooling tower. So I could probably make a little block out first. So 36 meters and 45 meters tall. And at the top, it's 23. Before I continue here, though, let's change this. I need a different vertice count. So I need cursor to world origin. Let's zoom in on this. Set this to 34, I think would work. Yeah. Because I want it to be flat here. It just makes it easier later to make these legs at the bottom. So anyway, let's just set that to 45. Or sorry, 36 for the bottom. And 45 tall. Then the very top here, we can measure the distance between these two verts using measure it add-on. So I'm just going to click segment and show. See, it's 36 up there. It should be 23. So I'm just going to lower this down until we reach 23. So that's the top of the cooling tower. And then I also have a reference image. I'm just going to bring that in. Image from the side here. Change it to show texture. So this is an image of the in-game cooling tower. Just gonna do an edge slide here at the bottom and also some edges on the sides here. Keep these empty sides. This is just to match the curvature of the chimney. Let's put the origin at the bottom and we center it, Alt G. Increase the size. Till it's about the same. It doesn't have to be exact. In to about here. Let's have a look at the image. So yeah, there is a what do you call it? Like it mushrooms out at the top. I think we just add some divisions here. I think that is similar enough. Then we also need a lip here at the top. Let's just do extrude and then S Z. Extrude slightly, something like that. And on the inside, Shift Z, And just move this down. Making sure it doesn't clip. For the narrowest part of the chimney here, somewhere around here. Straight down, we can widen it a bit more here again. It doesn't matter as much, but just in case you can see down into it from above. Okay, we could leave it like this for now. Let's, the legs here at the bottom, I'm gonna remove the bottom face. And think here, I'm just gonna put another edge loop here. Okay. I'm gonna move to the side of the building. This will be one of these what do you call it? Like legs of the building. So we could keep that. I'm just gonna press 4 to separate that to its own object. I do that with machine tools. And just hide that and then delete all these. Actually, before I do that, I want to make sure that I have the right origin there. There. Now I can delete them. And then bring that leg back there. I can hide these other things here, don't need that. Going to make a cut down the middle. It's here. Bevel. And then change the profile to 1 and add another segment. Okay, that kind of works, but I don't want that bottom, the bottom part there. It's fine though, I guess. I could just do that. And I know that anything below the origin there I don't need. Let's just bring in a cube, make it bigger, snap it to vertex. So I could use this as a boolean to cut this off at the bottom. Let me just think here. This is not actually what it looks like though. But when I put them side to side, it will look like that. So it could work. Use this to mesh cut. It's bottom part there. And right, now I have the leg. I'm going to mirror it or do an array around that. Also give it some thickness. That's always better here. It's probably to do E to extrude. And then change this to 3D cursor and scale it inwards a little bit. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do that. And then we can remove that face and that face, because that's where the legs meet, right? You don't see that ever. Same with the top there, and probably the same with the bottom. Okay. So slight lip at the bottom here on the like real life reference. I'm gonna add that in game. They could have skipped these details because a player will never see them anyway. But now, since they're able to see them on the map, I think it's a good idea to add them. I'm just looking at this reference here. I can see you can actually walk inside of these at the very top, so could add a little thing there maybe. Hide the measure it thing there. So the cooling tower, it's like in a trench like this, and it looks like all of them are, so I should probably do something like that as well. Adding another circle, setting that to 34 as well, so that it matches, and then just make it slightly bigger. Set up a bit, and then down. Put that around. Screwed. Down again. Okay. We could have a look at this in rendered mode here. Fade smooth, sharpen. Okay, now we need to give this some textures. So I think I'm just going to go to textures.com and see if I can find one that looks kind of similar to these in the reference. Not sure what I should search for. Panels, maybe. Panels rusty. This is some sort of... I guess it's concrete, actually. Reinforced concrete. Reinforced concrete. You won't be able to see this on the stream, but I'm just looking for something that looks kind of similar. It's got this like grid pattern on it as well that I could add maybe onto the mesh itself. Separate this outer shell basically. I'm gonna inset that about that much, I think. Delete those verts and then extrude by normal. Just to get that same grid shape on the outside. Too much, maybe? Let's wait until I have the texture on it and see if it looks better. So because I added this like grid as a part of the mesh, maybe I don't have to actually have it in the texture. So now I just need to find a concrete picture. I think I found one. So I'm just gonna save that down. Change the scale here to like 10. And change this to object. Change this to either box or sphere, I think, or cylinder. Change blend here to 0.3. Got the same material. I'm gonna press Alt S and just scale it in slightly. Minus 0.01. Something like that is pretty good. Cool. So looks like the legs, they share the same material in the real life reference. So I give them the same concrete there. It's probably the same deal with the ground there. Okay, I'm gonna merge these two. I'm just gonna check first so this doesn't have a face on the back. I think it does. Okay, so that's an easy way to fix this. I'm just gonna remove this top face here first, and then the very bottom face, the circle at the bottom and the top. And if I just click any face here and then select linked, should only select the ones. Oh no, that doesn't work, I guess, because of this. But I could limit it by sharp. Like that. So now all the inside faces should be removed, and the outsides is fine. Okay, I'm gonna join these two together now. Then we're gonna use Fluent to add some like cavity, dirt, stuff like that. Add a mix color. And the texture I'm going to use is just the same texture again, but a bit darker, so 0.6, just as a test. Cavity plugged in here at the top. Let's preview this. Let's see if we can see a difference. Increase the distance maybe, and also apply the scale. I'm gonna lower this quite a lot. Okay, smooth mask is visible. So we'll use that instead, I guess. It's just to darken. Could see more of a difference, I'm not sure. I should remove that for now, just to test. So we can see the red pop up here, right? The black color should really pop with this. Maybe I need to use a color ramp and also increase the roughness. I guess we can kind of see it now. I guess the distance just needs to be higher. Okay, well, it looks okay. Then use a grunge texture. Probably use one of Fluent's own grunge textures for that. To break it up a bit. Change the scale to something like 0.1. Okay. This next one, it's just gonna be dirt. Oh, I see now why we can't see this very well. It's because I have to apply the material to the inside, I think, right? Or is it the normals? Okay, it should be fine now. Right, I want this to be only at the top, right, really. Don't want it to be down here, so maybe I can filter that with a gradient. For now, let's see if we can increase that a bit. I mean, that actually looks pretty cool. The noise thing probably ruins that a bit. Trying to imagine what it looks like on the map from a distance. So it looks something like this. Yeah, I don't like that it's showing up so much down here, but I mean, maybe it's fine. Color ramp. I think this is how I need to do it, and then place the Y or the Z. I need to invert this, or just change this to +90, I suppose. Then another mix color. These two darken. This is just to lessen the effect of the drips towards the bottom. Let's see if maybe some other mode would be better than darken. Maybe multiply. Might be a bit too strong. Color ramp here, I can manipulate it. And then maybe also break it up with something like this, if this works. Let's see. Yes, now I get some spots down here, but not that many as before. Okay. I think I want one more. Set to darken. There's another grunge. Scale to something low and just make this a bit more contrasty. Work. Makes it up a little bit too much though. Okay. Plus one more layer of just random grunge all over the place. Did not use that, I should use the color ramp again. And this should be set to darken, and the size should be lower. I want this to be a little bit more subtle, so I'm changing the brightness of this. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I saw this picture here in the real life reference. I hope you can see that on the stream, right? Just making sure that you can. Yeah, you cannot. So I'm just gonna open up PureF in OBS. Can you see it now? There we go. Yeah, so in the real life reference here, we have some sort of, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's for the reinforced metal, or maybe this is just the pipes where the steam comes up. Anyway, it looks wet down there, so maybe I should just add a water material here at the bottom. To give it some more visual interest, you know, because you'll see it from the top, like this, if light gets in there. Another material. Let's name it culling, tower, water. This can be cooling tower. Increase metallic. Metallic, I think, usually makes water look really good on my maps, even though it's not really correct. Just gives it that shine, you know. We give it a little bit of green tint. Could hide that for now. So I guess I want those pipes down here as well, right? So let's make something super low poly, 4 verts. It's gonna be quite small, right? Just following that reference, something like that. Slightly smaller, maybe. So I'm just duplicating and then moving 3 meters in that direction. Duplicating 3 meters. Then we get this. Just like this from a distance. I think they should be not as wide, I guess. Change that. That's better. Change the color of these pipes. It does look like they share the same concrete material, just like everything else, so... the procedural stuff, though, kind of ruins it for the look, I think. So if I bring this back... Can't really see them. So maybe I'll give them a different material. Order as well, just so they're visible. I think that's good. So now I'm going to apply the legs, merge with the tower itself, apply pipes, merge with this bottom foot, and then merge these as well. So now this is just one item, or one object rather. Then I'll put the origin in the bottom here. Maybe I should pull this down slightly like this, put origin there instead. Just so I know that it's not going to clip with the ground there. Okay, so now we got the tower done. Rename this custom cooling tower. Preferably I'd like to bake this as well, but then I should have probably saved this, like the base shape I made in the beginning. I should have saved that and used that to bake onto. But this is okay. It's just one. I think these bigger items, these bigger objects on the map, they can be a little bit heavier on the scene. But yeah, so cooling tower is done. Let's open up the main scene. Customs. I'll capture the window here in a second as soon as it's opened. Okay. Window capture. There we go. Copy the cooling tower. Paste it in. Should be over here somewhere. There's 3 of them in out of bounds. So let's also show the satellite image here so we can move it into the right place. So that's the position of that, and then there's another one over here. And then there's another one. I think there's one over here. I haven't actually double checked. Like I said, this is based off of the old customs map, so this is not the... I mean, the satellite image is updated, but the screenshots that I have from the old version. But I think there is a cooling tower somewhere around here as well. So I'm just gonna place it here for now, and I'm gonna have to double check later to make sure. Making sure that it's not above the ground there. Same here, all good. And this block here is just an emissive block to cut off the map from, you know, where it ends. Maybe I should lower it instead. Like that. Okay, so let's add some walls as well. So I'm just gonna copy my wall object from the prop scene, paste it in somewhere here, and I think brought with it all the parts I need. Yes, very good. Put over here. Then I need to change the shrink wrap to be the main terrain here and move this into place. I need to make sure that this is below the terrain, not above it. So I think there will be fine. So you can see now it's like adapting to the terrain as I move it. I'll delete these verts here for now. Satellite image. Just to the bounding box and origin to the right place. So we can begin here, I guess. I also want to... Be nice to see what I'm doing here. Just doing a little test right now. Just to see if it looks horrible or not. So that's where that ends there, and then this one. Just about there. It's a bit erratic like this because it's trying to adapt to the terrain underneath it. I think it's as I expand it, it gets a bit better. The issue here is the wall always needs to be 3 meters, so it doesn't fit properly here. Worst case, I'm just gonna have to manually grab some of the instanced parts and move it into place. For now, I think we just leave it like that. Wall continues over here. That's what it looks like so far. You can see it adapts to the height of the terrain. It might be too erratic because it's too far below ground. Try and raise it a little bit. Yeah, it seems a little bit easier to move into place now. Seems like a good piece of tech to do most of the walls. Yeah. It beats manually putting these down. That's for sure. It's a gap there as well. A gap there. Just making sure I duplicate instead of extrude in some places. So whenever I extrude, the wall comes with. When I duplicate, it doesn't. So we have this whole compound walled in. And even though it's not like exactly the same like shape or whatever as in the game, it's I think it looks good. And if it's for some reason important to players that the wall doesn't look like this, but maybe they want it to look like in the game, I don't have any screenshots of that actually. But in the game they are more like metal military type walls. It'd be very simple to change in the geometry node setup. I would just need to change this to be a different collection. But yeah, let's continue adding some of these walls here. It's a bit hard to see. I think these are like normal fences, they're not walls. These are walls though. Copy this across to here, extrude, extrude again. Might be better to use a subdivision there. Close enough. I think over here is a wall as well. This is probably a wall. Okay. Along this entire side of the road is probably a wall. It's blurred on Tarkov Dev's map here, so that's fine. I assume it goes on. It's all the way down to here. To here. My god, this is so nice. This would have taken me so much longer to do manually. I mean, I'm still doing it manually in some sense, but you know what I mean. Yeah, well, to be fair with the customs, most of it was interior stuff they changed. So the problem was not really their rework, the problem was I noticed that a lot of stuff was incorrect. The reference that I was following at that time was not... it wasn't accurate. And I think it would have looked pretty bad in some places if I released it like that, so I would rather just remake the part that's broken. I need a second wall that comes out here. Does it actually... I guess there's a gate here or something for the trains. Just leave a gap there. I'm gonna make the gate later. Or reuse one from another map. This goes on to... goes down here to some rocks. I need to probably make sure here now that the walls work properly. It looks like it does. Follows the terrain down the hill. Already quite a lot walled in. Sure didn't miss something up here. I think this might be a wall here between these two sections. Just duplicating, extruding. Back here is probably a normal fence as well. So I'm gonna have to make like a fence variant of the walls. This looks like it might be a normal wall. Unless this is just like a concrete path. It's been so long since I played the game that I can't remember if there's a wall here or not. If any one of you guys are watching, if you played the game recently, on the north side here, on the... It's a wall? Okay. I'll trust you then when I say in a wall here. That goes all the way down the hill to the water. Just making sure again that need to make it go a bit further, I guess, on my map, like that. And what about here? I'm guessing there's a gate here then. Some sort of gate. I don't see it continuing between there. Maybe a fence of some sort. Same thing on this side then, I suppose, here. Same thing there, just pulling this down to the water. It's a rock there that stops the wall. So duplicate. Here should be a wall, and I guess the pipes should go over the wall here. So I might have to redo those. Oh, they do go over. Good, very good. Walls go down here. Up here. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's probably fine. I don't like it when the wall is like that, but I guess from a distance, it looks fine. Up by the road here, there's definitely a gate there. So I'm gonna duplicate. Make like one section of wall here, I guess. And there's another gate for that wall, or I mean that road. Continue here. And this is the old wall that I had on my previous version. So I'm just gonna delete that. I don't need that anymore. Same thing here then. Just put down here somewhere. Could be a gap here actually. I think it's here where this pile of dirt is. So, duplicate. Good. I think it might be good that the gap here is bigger on my map than what it is in the game, just so you can see that there's a gap there, you know? Goes up all the way there. Bit of a pity that it's blurred like this for Tarkov Dev's map, but I'm just gonna assume how the wall is made here. Doesn't really matter since it's out of bounds anyway, but okay, another gate there, so I'm gonna duplicate, extrude. I took some screenshots of this area because I wasn't sure how the building is positioned. And I'm not sure if this is the correct positioning for this out-of-bounds building. So I'm gonna have to redo that at some point. Not the whole building, but just the positioning of this whole area on the outside. Yeah, exactly. I think... yeah, I don't want to go into that pit there. This slightly up, like that. Add a subdivision in the middle, and just pull this up. Should fix it. I'm gonna have to find, like, adjust the positioning of that building later. So I'm pretty sure that this wall goes on here. Like you can kind of see how this pile of rubbish ends there. I have a vague memory of running along this wall several times. Just doesn't show up in this top-down view. I guess when Tarkov Dev made this map, it culled these walls, probably. So we're so far away from it. You can kind of see where it is anyway. It follows this grass, I guess, up here. Then extrude again. Yeah, I don't really know what it looks like here, because like, can you run all the way up here and get yourself killed from the sniper? Guessing yes. And then, I don't know, let's do this, I suppose, just to give it some visual interest. Make it go off map. Go a little bit further. Okay, let's add some more walls down here. So I'm just gonna copy this part. I also don't remember where the gaps are in this wall here. So for now, I'm just gonna add this, and then you can tell me if I'm incorrect. Actually, I got my old wall here. That doesn't tell me much, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a gap here by the wall, like closest to the wall. And then I think maybe there's one here as well, but I can't remember. Have you ever used single-player Tarkov as a reference, since you can have flying, no clipping in that? I haven't. Maybe I should, actually. I rely completely on other people to provide me with, like, overhead screenshots and all this stuff. I've never done anything like that myself. I've tried to extract files, but that made my computer blue screen, so not sure what happened there. Single-player Tarkov is one version behind. I mean, as long as the terrain and the exteriors are the same, that's all that matters for me. This is a wall, right? Just like the other one over there. And there's a gap down here, I'm pretty sure. I think there's even a gap in the wall here you can climb under. Alright. Sure, that goes down to the water. Should there be water there? Maybe I should lower this a bit. But look at the satellite image, there's no water in that portion. It's a lot less. Just lower that down to about here. So a little bit more similar. Close enough, I think. What about the water up here? Could be more. Yeah, so in the game as well then, it's not just one plane to dictate the water. It's like different volumes and different areas. So if I select that, could be more water then. That's about it, right? Close enough. Oh yeah, have a nice stream. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for the help telling me where the holes are and stuff. Hide the reference there again. Don't need the tree reference. So I think I'll just finish this area here around the construction site. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you again. Okay, and there's definitely a gap here in the corner. So I'm just going to leave that quite open there. And I know there's also a gap down here. So if we do this, and also we should add a subdivision in the middle. So we can curve the wall a bit. Something like that, right? I'm going to pull this in a bit, because I want it to be very visible. Even though the gap is very small in the game, a new player should be able to tell that you can go in there. So let's see from this point of view. This is what the map would look like, right? Could you tell there's a gap here? I think you could, right? Might be a little bit hard, but you should be able to tell. Okay, and then there's also a gap here. I'm just gonna duplicate that and extrude. Same thing here. I want to leave it a little bit bigger than what it is in the game. Is there another gap here? So it looks like there's a gap here, and I can see the wall actually being fallen over here. But down here it also looks like there's another hole. You can kind of see the wall being tilted out there, so like that. Let's redo that. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, that's not the kind of thing I was talking about, but yeah, I know what you mean. Same deal, just dragging this along. There's another gap over here, it looks like. I'm gonna leave that a bit bigger in the game. I'll probably put a subdivision in between these 2 points, so I can adjust the wall a bit more here. One more maybe. Energy to phone for time the intro runs. Writing on the phone is hard. Yeah, man. This back a little bit, I think, should maybe fix that. Made it worse. looking at how far below the ground the curve is, because that makes it erratic like this. Just fixing it in some places. I think that's fine. From above, you can tell it's a very big difference, but I think when you're looking at it from the camera's point of view, it's going to be very subtle. So I think that's fine. You're going to leave that gap there, and then same thing here. It's a very narrow gap. Be sure to save the project here now so I don't have to redo all this. I think the reason why it does this is because it's very steep in some places, and then it makes this weird movement. Subdivision in between. When I hold control, it snaps it up, and that makes it a lot more accurate. So that could help in some places, I guess. So like here, let's go back and do the same thing in places where it looked kind of weird. So here, maybe. This is okay. I think this needs some fixing, so let's add a subdivision. Decrease that thing. Then snap it up there. A lot better. Okay. Something going on there as well, I see. I'll leave that gap quite big, so it's visible from a distance. Definitely gonna have to redo some of the trees and stuff. Is there a gap here now? Also down here somewhere, right? I should... It's back a little bit. I think there's a gap here. Looks like there is. So I'm gonna leave that a little bit bigger. Keep going. Yeah, I have no idea if there's a gap here or not. There might be, I guess. I'm gonna say probably. Adjusting the curvature height here. There's no gap here. Okay. Throw them together then. Let's up here as well to this. I know there's a door here, but I can't remember if it's on the right side or the left side of the track. I can see that there is something here on the right side of the track, so I'm guessing the door is here. I'll leave a gap there. This is a gate, so I might want to model that. I think also because this is an extract, it's probably important to add some extra detail to this place. Only one wall here, could I? No. I'm gonna have to place one of the instanced pieces there, I think. Another gate for the trains. And match it. This just goes all the way up here and out of the map. Quite a lot of walls in place already. Okay. There's another wall here that also comes from outside the map. Guess I'll just make something up here. It's walling in this section with the cooling towers. Following the outline. On here. All coming in from outside the map. Should be a gap here. Leave that quite big, just like the other gaps. Same thing there. Yeah, over here too. Yeah, this is quite tedious to watch probably, but this is what it is. Can't tell if this is a gap or not. Probably not, right? This might be a gate rather than just a wall. Can't remember. The gate might be actually underneath this roof. This is not really a wall, it's more of a blockade. Down here. I can't remember if there are walls down here or if this is just like a very sharp incline. The gap there. Another gap here. I just noticed a gap there as well. Equal extract down there.
What you're all about, what you're all about, what you're all about, what you're
Might not finish all of this on the stream, but I want to get a lot of it done at least. I think this stops here, right? Like, probably right in front of the road. There's a blockade there. Probably goes down into the water. I think up here is a fence. I don't think there's a proper wall. I'm gonna have to probably go into the game and just run along the side here. You see where all the normal walls are. Take note of where all the barbed wire fences are, because they're obviously quite hard to see on this top-down view from far away. Definitely looks like a fence down here though. Or a wall, I mean. I think here, where these rocks are, I think there's like small sections of wall. And then rocks to block the player off from leaving the map. I haven't decided yet what kind of rocks to use. So I have some rocks that I purchased a long time ago from somebody that I could use. I used them on Shoreline. Not Shoreline, sorry, on Lighthouse. I could use those same rocks. Or I could use fab rocks. And they're photo scanned. Same ones I use on woods. I guess we'll see. Preferably it should be a rock that looks similar to these ones. Yeah, I don't think there's a fence down here. It's like a wall, it's a road blockade thing. Definitely some walls up here that I should add. match this is very very hard to get it not to. Okay, I think that's okay. Maybe something like that. It's probably fine. It's a hard edge there, but not a big deal. Okay, and then there's a wall here. I have to redo this wall later because this is a different type of wall. Okay, so a lot of the walls have been placed now. Not all, but yeah, a lot of them. And the out of bounds cooling towers placed as well. So I think this is it for this stream. Good progress. Next stream, I think I will either place barbed wire fences or I'm not sure actually. Maybe I don't need to. The barbed wire up here, like you can't really see barbed wire from a distance. It's like see-through almost. So I don't know how to do that. I guess we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll stream again probably on Monday between 5 and 6 p.m. Central European time. Probably more fences, more walls, or more out-of-bounds structures. Big structures that are important for navigation. So yeah, it's one of those things. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.